Welcome to today's deep dive. If you've been following the 2026 bridal runways, you've likely noticed one silhouette just absolutely dominating the collections.
Oh, yeah. The cat-eye neckline. It is everywhere right now.
Literally everywhere. And today we're pulling our insights directly from the styling and fashion guidance articles over on the Weddizer website.
Which is such a great resource for navigating wedding events, especially when you need, really specific guidance for those niche high fashion looks.
Right. So our mission today is to unpack this bold aesthetic, explain why it's dominating the runways, and really explore the expert styling tips provided in the Weddizer guide.
It's a really fascinating trend to break down.
So we all know the traditional bridal necklines, right? Like the sweetheart or the V-neck. But the cat eye takes that familiar retro eyewear curve and basically weaponizes it for the bodice.
That is a great way to put it. You get those sharp, upward pointing curves paired with a pretty dramatic plunge. Plus, it usually has a highly structured, almost corseted feel to it.
It's definitely a statement. And the experts over at Weddizer analyze exactly why statement brides love this so much.
Right, because it's a real shift away from classic silhouettes and moving toward fierce individuality and modern sophistication.
It's all about that dramatic visual impact.
Exactly. Brides want that editorial style photo. And from a purely structural standpoint, this design gives a beautifully sculpted hourglass lift.
So it's basically fusing bridal couture with high fashion runway elements.
Yeah, it's all about confidence and just fearless style.
Which explains why the Weddizer styling guidance treats this neckline almost like a piece of architecture.
Yes.
I mean, when you wear a building, you don't hang Christmas lights on it, right?
Yeah.
Because the neckline is so bold, your accessories absolutely cannot compete.
The dress is doing the heavy lifting here. So the strict rule they list is stick to minimalist jewelry. Let the dress be the skyline.
So we're talking
Small diamond studs, delicate drop earrings, or maybe a very thin pendant necklace. You really need to keep the massive statement pieces in the jewelry box.
you definitely don't want a turf war happening on your collarbone.
No, definitely not. And that architectural approach extends to the hair and the veil, too.
Because the whole goal is keeping those sharp upward curves completely visible.
Right. So Weddizer suggests opting for a sleek low bun, maybe classic Hollywood waves, or a really soft updo.
And for the veil.
Pair it with a cathedral length or just a sheer minimalist veil. A heavy veil or complex hair would just clutter up the neckline.
The clean lines are the whole point.
Yeah.
But, looking at those sharp, sweeping upward curves, my first thought was that this would completely overwhelm certain body types. Like a petite frame, maybe?
You'd think so, but Weddizer addresses this, and it's surprisingly versatile.
Really?
Yeah. For petite frames, that dramatic vertical plunge actually elongates the torso.
Oh, wow.
And if you have a curvy figure, the highly structured bodice enhances and supports those curves beautifully.
What about athletic builds?
Even for athletic builds, those sweeping lines add this really nice touch of feminine softness.
So it works across the board. And that adaptability also comes down to the fabric choices, right? Like connecting the fabric to the overall vibe of the wedding.
Absolutely. Satin and Mikado fabrics offer that really sharp, clean definition that just screams modern city wedding.
While lace softens that bold shape and adds a romantic element.
Exactly. And then on the other end of the spectrum, designers are tailoring this exact neckline for luxury ballroom events by adding heavy crystal embellishments.
For maximum glamour.
Right.
So whether you are actively using the article section on Weddizer to finalize your own wedding styling, or you're just fascinated by how structural design creates an aura of empowerment, this trend really proves that modern elegance is all about bold self-expression.
It is a total masterclass in fashion geometry.
It really is. And it leaves you with a pretty provocative final thought to ponder.
What's that?
Well, if bridal wear, which has historically been pretty classic, is now embracing such bold, architectural power dressing elements like the cat-eye plunge.
How long until we see this fearless, structured aesthetic completely take over everyday formal wear?
Exactly. Something to think about.